Life does not move forward by accident. Every meaningful achievement, every lasting legacy begins with a plan. Just as no great building is constructed without a blueprint, no strong and purposeful life is built without direction. When people fail to design their lives, they often end up living by default, reacting to circumstances instead of shaping them. A life without a blueprint may appear busy, but it lacks clarity, stability, and purpose. A blueprint gives structure. It answers the most important questions. Who do I want to become? What do I stand for? Where am I going? Without clear answers to these questions, it is easy to drift, to follow the crowd, or to chase goals that do not truly belong to you. Direction is what transforms effort into progress. When your direction is clear, even small actions begin to carry meaning. Many people confuse movement with growth. They wake up every day, work hard, stay occupied, yet feel empty at the end of the day. This happens because activity without intention leads nowhere. A blueprint forces you to pause and think deeply about your life. It allows you to choose your path instead of accepting whatever comes your way. When you decide your direction, you take control of your future. Designing a blueprint for life does not mean having every detail figured out. It means knowing your core values and long-term vision. Your goals may change and your plans may evolve, but your foundation must remain strong. A flexible plan built on solid principles is far more powerful than random effort driven by short-term desires. With a blueprint, setbacks become lessons instead of failures. Without a blueprint, outside forces begin to design your life for you. Society, fear, comfort, and other people's expectations quietly take over. You start living someone else's dream instead of your own. But when you design your life intentionally, you choose what matters and what does not. You learn to say no to distractions so you can say yes to purpose. A blueprint also brings discipline. When challenges appear, and they always do, you don't quit easily because you know why you started. Your vision keeps you focused during difficult seasons. Instead of being controlled by emotions, you are guided by purpose. This inner clarity becomes your strength when motivation fades. Most importantly, a life blueprint gives meaning to time. Every day becomes an opportunity to build, to improve, and to move closer to the person you are meant to be. You stop wasting energy on regrets about the past or fears about the future. You start living intentionally in the present. In the end, life rewards those who design it with purpose. When you build with direction, patience, and clarity, your life becomes more than survival. It becomes a statement. A well-designed life stands strong even when the storms come. Everything in life begins with belief. Before success becomes visible on the outside, it must be settled on the inside. The way you see yourself determines the way you live your life. If you believe you are insignificant, you will aim low, accept less, and remain silent when your voice matters. But when you believe that you are somebody, your posture changes, your choices change, and your future begins to change. Believing in your own worth does not mean arrogance. It means self-respect. It means understanding that your life has value, your thoughts matter, and your presence is not accidental. You were not created to be invisible or to live in fear of other people's opinions. When you accept your worth, you stop seeking validation from places that were never meant to give it. Many people wait for permission to believe in themselves. They wait for success, applause, or approval before they feel confident. But confidence does not come after achievement. Achievement comes after confidence. You must decide right now that your life matters, even if no one is clapping for you yet. Self-belief is the foundation on which courage is built. When you lack belief in yourself, fear takes control. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of being judged. This fear keeps people trapped in comfort zones that slowly destroy their potential. But when belief is stronger than fear, action becomes possible. You may still feel afraid, but you move forward anyway because you trust your value more than you fear the outcome. Believing in yourself also means refusing to let past mistakes define you. Failure is not proof of weakness, it is evidence of effort. Every successful life includes wrong turns, disappointments, and moments of doubt. What separates those who rise from those who remain stuck is not perfection, but belief. The belief that growth is still possible. The belief that today can be better than yesterday. Your self-worth should not be dependent on comparison. There will always be someone ahead of you and someone behind you. When you measure your value against others, you lose focus on your own journey. True belief comes from understanding that your path is unique and your purpose cannot be copied. You do not need to be better than someone else. You need to be better than who you were yesterday. When you believe in your worth, you raise your standards. You stop tolerating disrespect. You stop settling for less than you deserve. You start choosing growth over comfort and purpose over pleasure. This belief becomes a quiet strength that guides your decisions even when no one is watching. In the end, the world will treat you the way you teach it to treat you. When you believe you are somebody, you act like it. And when you act like it consistently, life begins to respond. Self-belief is not just a thought, it is a decision. Make that decision, and everything else begins to shift. A clear vision is the compass of your life. Without it, you may move fast, work hard, and stay busy, yet still feel lost. Vision gives meaning to effort. It answers the question of where you are going and why your daily actions matter. When your vision is unclear, confusion takes its place, and confusion leads to wasted time and energy. Many people allow their lives to be shaped by circumstances instead of direction. They react instead of plan. They adjust to situations instead of designing outcomes. A clear vision changes this. It allows you to move from survival to intention. When you know what you are building, distractions lose their power, and focus becomes your greatest strength. Vision begins with honesty. You must be honest about what you truly want, not what others expect from you. Too many people live under borrowed dreams, chasing goals that impress society, but leave their hearts empty. A real vision aligns with your values and reflects the person you want to become, not just the success you want to achieve. Having vision does not mean knowing every detail of the future. It means having a clear picture of the direction you are moving in. The path may change, the pace may slow, and obstacles may appear, but your direction remains steady. Vision provides stability in uncertainty and courage in moments of doubt. Without vision, small problems feel overwhelming. But when your purpose is clear, challenges become temporary. You understand that struggle is part of growth, not a signal to quit. Vision gives you the strength to endure difficulty because you know what is waiting on the other side. A strong vision also shapes your decisions. You begin to choose differently. You protect your time. You say no to distractions and yes to discipline. You stop chasing instant pleasure and start investing in long-term fulfillment. Vision becomes a filter through which every opportunity is evaluated. When vision is missing, motivation fades quickly. But when vision is alive, even hard work feels meaningful. You wake up with intention. You move with purpose. Your actions align with your future instead of fighting against it. This alignment creates momentum, and momentum creates progress. Vision must be revisited often. As you grow, your understanding deepens. You refine your goals, strengthen your mindset, and sharpen your focus. A living vision evolves, but it never disappears. It continues to guide you forward, even in seasons of uncertainty. In the end, vision is what separates a life of reaction from a life of design. It transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary impact. When you see clearly where you are going, your steps become confident, your choices become intentional, and your life begins to move with purpose instead of chance. Learning is not a phase of life. It is a way of life. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. The world keeps changing, and those who refuse to evolve are left behind, not because they lack talent, but because they lack curiosity. Lifelong learning is the discipline that keeps your mind sharp, your vision relevant, and your future flexible. Education is often misunderstood as something that only happens in classrooms. In reality, some of the most valuable lessons are learned through experience, failure, and reflection. Every challenge carries information. Every mistake offers insight. When you commit to learning from everything life presents, nothing is ever wasted. A learning mindset keeps you humble. It reminds you that no matter how much you know, there is always more to discover. This humility opens the door to growth. When you believe you already know enough, improvement stops. But when you stay teachable, progress becomes constant. Lifelong learning is not about collecting degrees. It is about developing wisdom. It is about understanding people, improving communication, sharpening decision-making, and strengthening emotional intelligence. These skills shape the quality of your relationships and the effectiveness of your leadership far more than titles ever could. Learning also builds confidence. The more you understand, the less you fear. Fear often comes from uncertainty and ignorance. When you educate yourself, you replace fear with preparation. You stop avoiding challenges and start approaching them with curiosity and courage. In a competitive world, learning is your greatest advantage. Skills become outdated, industries change, and opportunities shift. Those who adapt survive. Those who learn thrive. When you invest in improving your abilities, you future-proof your life. You make yourself valuable, not just today, but tomorrow. Lifelong learning requires discipline. It means choosing growth over comfort. It means reading when others are scrolling, practicing when others are resting, and asking questions when others pretend to know. This discipline compounds over time, creating mastery and excellence. Learning also shapes character. It teaches patience, resilience, and perspective. It helps you see beyond your own experiences and understand the world through different lenses. This understanding deepens empathy and strengthens leadership. In the end, education is not just about making a living. It is about making a life. When you commit to learning for a lifetime, you keep your mind open, your purpose alive, and your potential expanding. Growth does not have an expiration date. As long as you are learning, you are still becoming. Dreams are easy to imagine, but they are difficult to achieve without discipline. Inspiration may spark the desire for change, but discipline is what turns that desire into results. Many people wait to feel motivated before they act, but progress belongs to those who act even when motivation is gone. Discipline is the bridge between intention and achievement. Hard work is not about exhausting yourself. It is about consistent effort in the right direction. Small actions, repeated daily, create massive results over time. Success is rarely the result of one big moment. It is built quietly